Is why don't companies do that? Why do they not risk the labor for bigger profit? I have a question for pretty much anybody, but preferably like business people or people who's worked in the food industry, restaurants. When they consistently get behind, and I'm not talking like, oh, it's a 10-15 minute wait. I'm talking about it's a 45 minute to an hour wait, and they consistently only run like 5 employees for the dinner rush. Why would they not add a 6th or 7th after maybe like noticing the trend of they're consistently behind for like 3 months straight? Why wouldn't you add one more employee? Okay, let's say an employee is paid $15 an hour. You add one more for 4 hours, 15, 30, 45, 60. So $60 to run a better and more efficient business. $60 more. I guarantee within the first hour, they would make that 60 back. The company would. Okay, I guarantee they'd actually probably make $100 more if they're more efficient and faster. And I think more people would go to that restaurant if they know it's fast and they don't have to wait long. Let's say they add 2 more employees, so they went from 5 to 7. I think they're even faster. I think they're even more efficient. It's going to cost the restaurant a little bit more money, but I'm pretty sure they would make that back in about an hour or an hour and a half, maybe even 2. My question is, why don't companies do that? Why do they not risk the labor for bigger profit? Now, the only thing I can really think of on why they don't do that is because they don't want their business to be in a different tax bracket. So if that store normally brings in $1 million profit a year and they don't want to bring in 2 because it changes the bracket, it changes the whole strategy with the business, or if they only bring in $50,000 a year, they don't want to bring in 75. They bring in $5 million, they don't want to bring in $7 million. But that's the only thing I can think of. But help me out, because it just blows my mind when I see these big time companies just not try, and then they overlook the people who are trying their hardest.